changing the game from the ground up. Jordan's competitive fire was just the beginning. When he entered the league in 1984, basketball still lived primarily below the rim. Then suddenly, this rookie arrives who seemingly had rockets in his shoes, and the NBA would never, ever be the same. What happens when one player breaks the entire system? Seriously, look, before Jordan came along, basketball had pretty clear job descriptions. You had your big men, centers and power forwards who controlled the paint and grab rebounds. Then you had your guards who set up plays and maybe, just maybe, hit some outside shots. We talking about the 80s now. That was the formula. But Jordan, he straight up invented a new position. He was a scoring machine who attacked from everywhere on the court. The way Jordan moved transformed basketball, and it got me throwing my happy dance. His first step was like a bolt of lightning, dancing past a stationary storm, leaving elite NBA defenders completely lost. One moment they're in position, the next Jordan is floating through the air on his way to another highlight. Give me those highlights. That hang time defied physics. For my science peeps out there, shout out to you. In a way that generally confused people, like the anti-science people. Fans actually believe Nike had secretly built air bladders or springs into his shoes because normal humans couldn't stay airborne that long. Jordan would jump, the defender would jump to block him, come back down to earth, and somehow Jordan was still going up there, adjusting shot mid-air like he controlled gravity itself. Do your thing. The Chicago Bulls recognized what they had. Instead of forcing Jordan into some traditional system, they built their entire offense around him and with one simple concept. Get the ball to Michael and get out of the way, basically in crunch time. It worked because Jordan combined athleticism with skill, creativity, and basketball intelligence. Yeah, that IQ. Phenomenal. His dominance forced opposing teams to create entirely new defensive strategies. The Detroit Pistons developed what they call the Jordan rules, an entire system designed specifically to stop one player. Coach Chuck Daly's strategy involved aggressive double teaming, hard fouls, and relentless physical play aimed at wearing Jordan down. An entire professional team crafting a defensive scheme for a single player demonstrated his unprecedented impact. I mean, really, even the NBA itself adapted to Jordan. The league changed its hand-checking rules partly because of him. Before these changes, defenders could use their hands to impede offensive players' movements. But Jordan's combination of speed, agility, and scoring ability made him practically unstoppable under existing rules. Yeah, so what made Jordan truly revolutionary was how he combined athletic gifts with unmatched skill and basketball IQ. He outthought opponents while outjumping them. He wasn't just faster, he was more precise. Everything he did seemed calculated, yet spontaneously planned and yet creative, all rolled in one. It was like basketball was an art. He's the savant. Hopefully I used that word right. If not, let me know. But the game before and after 1984 might as well be two completely different sports. Jordan style, the high-flying acrobatics, clutch shooting, lockdown defense became the template for generations of players who followed. Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, and countless others tried to replicate what Jordan did, but none managed the complete package he represented. They got close though. More than a player, the birth of the athlete brand. While players were trying to replicate Jordan moves on the court, Nike was quietly transforming the entire concept of athlete marketing off of it. When they signed rookie Jordan, they wasn't just getting a basketball player, nah. They were accidentally launching a revolution that would forever change the relationship between athletes, brands, and fans worldwide. Accidentally, by the way. In 1984, Nike was fighting for relevance in the basketball market. Their $500,000 annual contract with Jordan represent a massive gamble. You know, like pushing all your chips in the center of the table on an unproven rookie. But back then, athletes simply smiled in commercials, collect checks, and didn't become cultural phenomena with personal logos or global business empires. So when the black and red Air Jordan 1 sneakers hit the hardwood, the NBA commissioner's office immediately sent warning letters. There's many stories upon that you can check out. Those shoes violated the league's uniform color policies, but instead of backing down, Nike made a genius move. They paid the $5,000 fine for every game Jordan wore them, turning league disapproval into marketing rocket fuel. Nike essentially bought controversy, transforming a technical violation into rebellious cool. They ran ads practically celebrating that the shoes were banned. This created an entirely new marketing playbook written in real time. The numbers tell the story nobody anticipated. Nike hoped those first Air Jordans might bring in $3 million in 1 year. Hey, who's counting? When the actual figures came in, astonishing $126 million, it shattered the industry. Projections improved, an athlete can become a brand more powerful than the sport itself. What Jordan and Nike created was an identity people desperately wanted. The Air Jordan was a statement. Kids wanted to play in J's, walk like him, dress like him, maybe talk like him, even stick their tongues out while they were dunking like him. This transcended the standard endorsement territory. Man, you know it did. The Be Like Mike Gatorade commercial, I remember it like it was yesterday. I wanna be like Mike. That dropped in 1991, captured this phenomenon perfectly, and I'm a witness to that, and I can say it did. That catchy jingle, which I just sung for you, sold the idea that drinking the same beverage as Jordan somehow connected you to his greatness. The commercial worked because people genuinely believe Jordan's excellence might be somewhat transferable even through something as simple as drinking a sports drink. Jordan's on the court artistry seamlessly translated to off-court influence. When he shaved his head, hey, look at me, I'm doing it now. Suddenly ball became beautiful. Yeah, it is. See, I'm the example. When he wore longer baggy shorts, the entire basketball uniform changed practically overnight. Yeah, I'm a witness. Preach. His habits became trends. His preferences became standards. This marked the birth of the athlete as a self-contained business entity. Jordan wasn't working for Nike. Nike was a vehicle for Jordan Inc. or INC. Yeah, you pick, you choose. The fundamental shift created the playbook that every major athlete / entrepreneur has followed since. From LeBron James to Serena Williams, the signature shoe market, now worth billions upon billions annually, exists in its current form because Jordan proved athletes could drive consumer behavior in previously unimaginable ways. Every signature shoe line, every athlete logo, every personal brand extension today stands on the foundation that Jordan built. When you think about it, what Jordan accomplished is flat out ridiculous. His lifetime Nike sales alone hit figures with so many zeros. I give up. The most of us can't even comprehend. I give up. I can't comprehend. I give up. And I believe in, well, I'll let that go. And that Be Like Mike campaign, it was the birth of an entire economic ecosystem. Even LeBron James, today's greatest player, I can say that, right? I can say that. Openly acknowledges that Jordan's blueprint extends far beyond basketball. Jordan created a template for how athletes could transform their talents into global empires, like a final buzzer beater that forever changes the game's destiny. The Jordan effect, and that's what it is measured in how one athlete, once cut from his high school team, permanently altered the relationship between sports, business, and culture.